Everyone's family is a little crazy.
Do something crazy!
But not everyone's family is crazy rich.
These people aren't just rich, okay? They're crazy rich. These people are so posh and snobby, they're snotty.
Crazy Rich Asians, this summer's groundbreaking romantic comedy creating a buzz. The movie, airing the dirty laundry of the filthy rich in Singapore, is the first Hollywood film starring a mostly Asian cast since the Joy Luck Club. That was 25 years ago.
I've read that premiere screenings with Asian Americans have left audiences in tears. Why is it so emotional?
A lot of people have cried the second they see the Asian faces on screen. It means something to kids and people to see images that reflect themselves.
Finally, we can be seen and heard. We are proud of our Asian descent, and it's so nice to see it on the big screen.
With the box office success of Black Panther, representation becoming a Hollywood rallying cry. The glitzy production galvanizing audiences of all backgrounds for what the filmmaker is calling not just a movie, but a movement.
I met a girl, I fell in love, and I want to marry her.
Critics are hailing it as a glittering rebirth of the rom-com with an Asian twist. A jaunty meet the parents for the 1%.
There is fundamentally a love story here.
It's definitely that. Everything else is just additional to it. But the real core of what people leave the cinema feeling is that love that Rachel and Nick have. The world that story just so happens to live in is a wealthy one.
Henry Golding plays the dashing Prince Charming, with a real-life Cinderella story, landing the starring role as a first-time actor.
Don't you want to see where I grew up? Meet my family, my Ama? The universe has spoken. It wants you over there.
You came off your honeymoon to test for it?
That's right, yeah, I was in South Africa.
How did you explain that to your newlywed wife?
My wife was totally understanding. She knew kind of we were right on the precipice of something great. So I owe her still.
You are a veteran actress. Your co-star is a newbie. Is he a natural?
No, he really has a natural talent, and it was not very hard to act like I'm in love with him because his charm is just effortless. Even in his screen test and his chemistry read, he's a little nervous, but even the nerves were your nerves were so charming.
Constance Wu of the pioneering sitcom Fresh Off the Boat.
I need to start making dinner. Evan, you make sure that everyone does their CLC.
Okay, teacher mommy.
Plays his on-screen love interest.
So your family is rich?
We're comfortable.
That is exactly what a super rich person would say.
Such a Cinderella story. What's it like being able to don these couture outfits?
At first, it's just so fun. But then several hours later, your feet are killing you.
That's awesome.
So you get both sides of it.
The equally fashionable Michelle Yeoh is the domineering matriarch. The global superstar known for her powerhouse roles in blockbusters like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. But in this role, a more refined power.
I withdrew from university when we got married. I chose to help my husband run a business and to raise a family. For me, it was a privilege. But for you, you may think it's old-fashioned.
Michelle, you've described the character as less a tiger mom and more of a dragon mom. What do you mean by that?
I think moms are all like that because dragons protect their treasure, and their treasure are their children. I mean, she would throw herself in front of a bus if that would save her son.
Michelle, the penultimate family jewel is your personal ring.
That's a beautiful ring, Auntie Eleanor.
Nick's father had it made when he proposed to me.
I felt it was very important because that ring played such an integral part. It's a character in the movie.
A bestseller in more than 20 countries.
Everybody, we have the mastermind behind Crazy Rich Asians, the author Kevin Kwan here.
The book by Kevin Kwan has sold nearly 2 million copies in the U.S.
This book could be called Crazy Rich. Black people crazy rich, Italians crazy rich, you name it.
Why do you think it had such global mass appeal?
Readers around the world have been telling me, we're not crazy, we're not rich, we're not Asian, but your family is so much like the one that I live.
Author Kevin Kwan says he walked away from a pot of gold offered by a streaming service, instead taking a gamble to bring it to the silver screen.
To me, it wasn't even a choice. I felt like we needed a big, old-fashioned Hollywood opening to really prove to the world that a movie like this could succeed.
And everyone on the cast seems to share that dream, like Ken Jeong, the breakout star of Hollywood hits like Knocked Up and The Hangover.
You were saying, I'll do whatever role, just put me in coach.
And I said, listen, you know, whatever you need for me to do. It was like, hey, if I'm not in it, I will support this to the hilt. I'll be at the red carpet. I believe in this.
The way that we're represented in media directly reflects how we're treated in the world, how we see ourselves, how other people treat us. I'm in front of a Bentley. I drove a Bentley today.
Hip-hop comedian Nora Lum, a.k.a. Awkwafina, plays his daughter, going platinum for her own breakout movie moment.
Let me get this straight. You both went to the same school, yet someone came back with a degree that's useful, and the other one came back as Asian Ellen.
Yes,
I'm Awkwafina.
I heard you're Awkwafina. Yeah. That's amazing.
Nora and I, young Hollywood, yeah, they had to age me up, and that cost like $10 million.
He would have been 11 when I was born.
Oh, yeah. I was like 11. I keep, you know, texting her, huh? Us young bucks, right?
It's lit.
It's lit, AF.
At the heart of this comedy, a universal love story with a distinctly Asian flavor.
It's just great seeing you guys all like this.
There is a dumpling scene. I mean, I've done this as a child, making Korean dumplings. I think it's part of what evokes this emotion among Asian Americans who see the movie.
It's so rare to see these scenes that are so familiar to us played out on the big screen and given the Hollywood treatment. I met someone yesterday who took his 70-year-old father to a screening, and he said, I've never seen my father cry before, but he cried at the screening. And then he told me, you know, he never thought in his lifetime he would see another movie like this. So it's so deeply touching to me that it's found, you know, so much love.